Hello everyone, this is Stuff. You're watching Stuff HD, and this is another Wednesday tip time. Not sure why I always tell you guys what you're watching. Like, pretty sure you know this is not like Matlock or anything. So anyway, today's tip time Wednesday goes very much with last week's, where I was telling you guys that you need to check your sources. Not all of you, some of you are very good with this, but there's a lot of people out there that kind of fail when it comes to checking their sources before spreading false information around. So today's tip is basically to, you know what, when you hear something or think something, don't just go with the first thing that you think. Just take a moment and think about it. Like really think about it. There are just so many times that we hear a story or whatever, and right away we form opinions without really thinking about what we're actually saying or what we're actually thinking of. For example, the thing that I talked about on Friday with the black guys at the Starbucks, you know, right away my own personal opinion was, well, you know what, they should have bought something. And why do I think this? Well, I started thinking this because I'm like, well, whenever I go to a gas station to use the restroom, I buy something. You know, it's just something that I've been taught. You know, you go into a place, you buy something to use it. However, there are a couple of things that I didn't really think about. First of all, well, not everybody that goes into a Starbucks uses it. You know, like. And Starbucks is totally okay with people going in there just to use the internet, you know, hang out, because it gives the impression of the place being busy. You know, as a business, whenever you go into a store, if the store is empty, right away you're thinking, I don't really know about this place, you know. So it's a good idea to have the place be busy, you know, because some of those people may not buy every day, but so every once in a while they buy, or people that they invite over may buy. Even Apple has been trying to get people to just go into the Apple stores and, you know, just kind of hang out, because they will eventually buy something, or, you know, they might learn something that they can tell somebody else that will buy something. So then I started to really think about this, and I'm like, well, you know what? Hold on a second, you know, because I'm like, okay, yeah, when I go to a gas station just to use the restroom, I do tend to buy something, but let's change the scenario a little bit. My friends and I, we go into Best Buy a lot. It tends to be like a hangout spot for us, you know. We tend to just go to Best Buy just to see what we find, you know. Which is a problem, you know, because sometimes you have a little bit of extra cash and you're like, hey, let's just go to Best Buy, and that's a mistake. But yeah, we'll go into a Best Buy, we'll hang out, we may use the restroom, you know, whatever, and then in the end we might be like, we didn't find anything, so we just leave, and nobody has ever given us any issue with that. So then, of course, that really made me think, like, wait, hold up, I'm not being really fair here, because I'm saying that these people should have bought something, but I don't always buy something. Maybe when I'm at a place like a Starbucks, I may buy something, but obviously I don't do it all the time. Now, on Friday's video, when I talked about the Starbucks thing, I didn't want to really get into the whether they did good or not thing. You guys will have some opinions, I will have some opinions. I don't really want to get into it because, you know, nobody fighting on the internet is useless. But what I do want to encourage you guys is to actually take a moment, whatever the situation is, you know, it could be anything else, it doesn't have to be the Starbucks thing. Whatever it is, just take a moment, think about what your initial thought is, and then really question it, and you might find that your initial thought might be still what you really think, or you might find that it just isn't quite fair to the situation. I do seriously think that if we allow ourselves to be more open to certain situations, we might actually find that we start living a healthier, happier life, rather than just getting pissed off at everything. Because I've said it before and I'll keep saying it again, you know, the majority of people, the vast majority of people out there, they're good people. And even if some of the things that they believe are a little bit out there, there's probably a good reason why. So rather than shutting them off, let's try listening to each other and, you know, have a conversation about this. Kind of hate the fact that I just said have a conversation. You know what I mean. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. I'm sure you guys noticed that I was trying something different with the cameras over here. However, I have two different cameras and I could not get the white balance to look the same on either of them. So that part kind of sucks, but I thought that doing this thing with the two cameras would have been kind of cool. So it'll probably be cool for future videos where I point one camera at one thing and then the other camera at something totally different, because this looks dumb, but it's something that I wanted to learn, and hopefully it works out, because otherwise you might see this in the video and be like, what the hell is he talking about? There's only one camera. So anyway, with that said, I am gonna get going. Again, remember, just don't judge so quickly. Just take a moment, think about things, and you might enjoy a much happier life. Alright, yo, take care. I'm out of here. Bye.